Hi everyone, welcome to this tutorial on how to supercharge your Interworky AI agent with custom capabilities, making it even more powerful than tools like ChatGPT. In this tutorial, I'll show you how to convert your API into a natural language interface that understands user queries and fetches live data using REST API calls. In this example, we'll use the National Pork Service API. It's public to demonstrate the process. So I'm here in the customization page once I logged into my Interworky account, and as you can see there is a capability section. I'm gonna click on it, and here there is custom capability. Basically said custom capability allow you to add functionality to your AI agents to make web requests based on the user request. So I'm gonna hit the add capability here, and I'm planning to use National Pork Service as mentioned. So they have a public API, and they have a lot of endpoints. You can get the activities, the porks, the alerts, and so on. We'll take a couple of those endpoints to speak to, so the chatbot or the AI agent is not relying on static knowledge stored in a file or a PDF, but it gets live data from those APIs. So the first one we're gonna start with is the activities, and then we're gonna get the porks that have those activities, and maybe we do the events to get like live events that those porks have. And the way to use this API, you need to basically get an API key. And if you go to the get started, basically you supply your name and email, and then you will receive an API key. I already received it, it's here, and this is what we're gonna use. The API key, once you have it, let's get back to the documentation. So here, this is a good example. It's activities, and basically it returns JSON like this. Of course, you are not gonna show the user this, but the AI agent will capture this answer and provide kind of more cohesive or kind of human-like answer to the user. Let's start with this, and then you will get the drift. So basically, this activities endpoint returns categories of activities: astronomy, hiking, and those activities basically would have an ID that you can use later for other endpoints. So let's implement this one really quickly here. So I'm gonna hold the capability name. So the capability name is gonna be get activities, and I'm gonna save the changes, and the capability description. It looks here that this retrieves categories of astronomy. I'm just gonna copy it from here and put it here. When to use, and here it's asking when to use, basically when the AI model should infer that they need to use this capability. I'm gonna type here use to get the activities from the API, and then save the changes. If you look at the type of the endpoint here, the activities that get, so I'm gonna change it from post to get. And the URL here is very so this is an example of just doing it myself. So I'm gonna, let's say the user is searching for hiking, I will execute, and this is the URL. So I'm gonna copy this endpoint here, and then I'll add it here. I'll just append the API key that I received here, and we'll add it as a param. And for the dynamic data, we'll use, as we have seen here, the Q is the query. I'm gonna use it as the parameter. So Q, and here the activity the user is looking for. I'm gonna save the changes. I'll save the capability. The URL, something is wrong with it. Let me see. Yeah, there is a space. Let me delete this and save. And it should be saved. We're gonna add two more. So the second one is the porks. Retrieves national porks that are related to a particular category or activity. So I'm gonna look into this. It looks like it's the same, just a different path. So, and also it's a get. Okay, so I'm gonna change this to get. For the capability name, I'm gonna name it get porks based on activity. For the capability description, I'm just gonna copy it from here. Retrieves national pork that are related to a particular category or activity. But as you can see here, you just need to add porks to the end. So I'm just gonna add /porks, and then I'm gonna add the API key from here. And for the arguments or the parameters, we are looking to basically pass in the ID of the activity. I'm gonna use the ID. So here I'm just gonna type change this to ID, and here I'm going to type the ID of the activity retrieved from get activities capability, and then I'm gonna hit save, and then I'll save the capability. Looks like there is a space here. I'll fix it. And also here I noticed that the API key needs an underscore here. So I'm gonna save, I'm gonna hit edit, and I'm gonna save. And we'll add one more capability, which is just to kind of provide an example for live data like the events. So here it looks like it's a get events, and it takes a pork code and basically returns the events in this pork. So I'm gonna change this to get. For the capability, I'm gonna use get pork events. For the capability description, I'm just gonna copy it from here. Basically retrieves events created by national porks and other NPS entities. And for when to use, I'm just gonna say the same, use to retrieve events created by national porks and other NPS entities. I paste this one here, and it looks like this one, the events, it's just like we need to add this path here. So I'm gonna copy it from here and add it here. Let me remove the extra trash, and then I'm gonna paste my API key, say equal. For the dynamic data, it looks like you need to pass in the port code, so I'm gonna add this as the dynamic data to collect. And as you can see here, it's a 4-character in length, so I'm gonna type here just the port code 4-character in length. Once we are done with this, I have the same space here. I'm gonna hit save. I'm gonna save capability, and I'm gonna save all those updates. And here I'm just gonna ask here, what porks are good for hiking in California? So I got the answer here, and basically it's responded with a bunch of porks that are good for hiking in California, and one of them is Joshua pork. So I'm gonna, if I click here, I open the link, it's coming from the NPS, the government website, and it's all the information about this pork. And if I ask here what events are happening in Joshua pork, it basically responds with the events, with dates, very specific to this because it's fetching from the API directly, not from a static nudge. Now to demonstrate this more, let's see if we can copy these questions, and if ChatGPT will provide a similar answer. So I'm going to copy the first one here, and I'm using O3 Many High, which is a very sophisticated model. I'm going to ask what are good parks for hiking in California. The answers here are similar to each other. However, the second part, which is what events are happening in Joshua Park, this one, let's just ask here. So as you see, the answers here versus the answers here, there is more events here than with O3, because this is capturing data live from the API and putting it, versus this one have only 2 or 3 events, and it's kind of scraping the internet versus pulling directly from an API and providing the user with more kind of cohesive answer. Of course, ChatGPT didn't fail dramatically, but it's kind of scraping the full internet, versus this one is capturing data from the API. As you have seen, adding custom capabilities to your Interworky AI agents allows it to interact directly with REST APIs, delivering dynamic and real-time responses that makes your chatbot smarter and more interactive. Whether you're a backend developer looking to simplify the front-end process, or you're basically trying to harness live data in your AI interactions, your agent interactions, this setup has got you covered. If you found this tutorial helpful, please like and subscribe for more tips on harnessing the power of AI with Interworky AI agents. Thanks for watching and happy coding.